Hi, this is Jared Ingol. I recently had the honor, really, of being interviewed by my son Mateo for a college assignment. I think he picked me because of my background in ministry and my educational background as well with graduate schools that I've attended and my understanding of Christian doctrine. I'm going to share with you a piece that's not exactly my forte, but this is on spiritual warfare. So if you have questions about spiritual warfare, I might be able to answer some of them.
Okay, second question. Can you give a personal example of battling spiritual warfare?
That one is a difficult one because I come from a Pentecostal tradition, and in some ways, I don't know if it's more prevalent, but it just seems like the veil is a little bit thinner. We rely a lot on the gifts of the Spirit for our operation, and one of those is discerning of spirits, which is the discerning of God, angels, and demons, humans. And so there's been many times in my life that I can think of. I can remember when I was a young kid, and I won't share any ministerial examples. People know where I've served, but I can remember as a young man, I used to travel a lot with my parents. My dad did a lot of youth camps around the nation. And I can remember being at a youth camp, and I don't know if I was on the praise team or not, but I was on the platform as a teenager. And I can remember one young lady sitting close to the front, worshiping the Lord. Everybody's worshiping the Lord in service. And, there's sometimes Pentecostals get loud. Well, she got loud. Her hands were raised, but something didn't feel right. It's kind of like Paul with this grieving that he had. And sure enough, after service one night, I was praying with different ones down by the altars and stuff. I had already felt the call to ministry. And some people were actually over praying for her and had her praying in a corner. And it wasn't just anybody. It was some of our top leaders in that region of the country. And they had cleared everybody else out. By the time I got up from my prayer time, praying for people and then praying on my own, I realized what was going on. And they were casting a devil out of this person, some sort of spirit. And I joined with them. But I didn't feel like joining in the effect of like praying and commanding and doing all this stuff. The Lord just led me to a particular scripture. And I just asked if I could join so that I would be under the authority of the person that was leading. And I asked if I could do this particular thing that I felt led to do, to read a portion of scripture. And I just began reading it over and over again. And it began to change things a little bit. And there was a point where I did speak, and there was silence after that for a while, but there was just a lot of noise. But that night, that young lady was delivered.
So you helped cast out some sort of demon from this woman who was at the altar in your service.
There was a teenager, yes.
That's amazing.
And yeah.
That's fantastic. Thank you for that example.